move over to the defense. We'll do top 5 safeties today.
So let's get into safety. We're going defense now. And I figured we start from the back end and work up to the D-line. I mean, safeties, man, underappreciated. You're too slow to be a receiver. You have shitty hands. Are not physical enough to be a linebacker. John's in that middle, right? Yeah. Safety linebacker. He's in that zone. But there's a shitload of good safeties. And if you look at the list, they're horrible.
It's either like really recent or really old.
Yeah, like there's dudes that are 5'7", 135 that had like 70 fucking
81 interceptions.
Yeah, because no one fucking threw the ball. Like it was horrible.
Well,
but who wants
a tougher task when nobody threw the ball? By
yes,
the way.
But who
was
was
this an all-time list?
All time. We'll let you go last, Logan.
Do you have can you put together a list real quick?
Top 5. I could go 1. Put in 1.
Yeah, 1 doesn't count.
Top 5.
Well, let Logan go last.
Yeah, I'll go first if you want.
Okay.
All right. So from 5 to 1.
Can I just say it's a garbage list already right now?
I'm gonna go from 5 to 1. So my number 5 is Steve Atwater. Okay.
Yes, USC.
Number 5, he was all-decade team of the 90s.
Yep.
8 Pro Bowls, 3-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Number 4, Brian Dawkins.
Can't argue with that.
I don't know if that's going to be on your list, but probably not. But 5-time All-Pro.
Yeah.
4-time first-team All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler.
And Lunatic coming out.
Oh, are you kidding?
Best walkout other than maybe Ray
Lewis.
Lewis. Ray Lewis has
I think he beats it.
He might.
No.
I love Brian Dawkins' walkout on
But,
defense.
dude, Ray Lewis was something else.
The hardest walkout
Bro, are you
all
kidding?
time.
You felt like he was in fucking cleats just going to go through the fucking turf.
Look at Logan's fucking looking up Google right now. Best safeties. Best fucking safeties.
NFL, college, everything?
No, just
All-
NFL overall.
Yeah,
All time.
NFL all time.
So, number 3 for me is Troy Polamalu.
Woo!
6-time All-Pro, four
Yes.
first-team All-Pros for him, 2-time Super Bowl champion, all-decade team, by the way, of the 2000s.
Yeah. Yes.
Brian Dawkins was also on that all-decade 2000 team. Number 2, it's for me.
We have the fucking same fucking
I don't know
list.
if you have the same list. For me, number 2 is Ed Reed. For me, 8-time All-Pro, 5-time first-team All-Pro.
Yes.
He led the league in interceptions 3 times, by the way.
Yeah.
And we can all remember him running it back for 107 yards, 100, 102.
Yes.
And so on.
He did it all.
And then number 1, which should be on everyone's list, this dude was all-decade in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
Anniversary team of 75 anniversary and 100. So the all-time, the greatest safety of all time, Ronnie Lott. There ain't no doubt about that.
Ain't no doubt about that. Edison High School, USC, dude. Listen, when he was over the hill, he left the 49ers, went to the Raiders, and led the league in interceptions. Had 11 interceptions, and he was way over the hill. And the Raider fans loved him.
It was amazing.
He was the best.
He's one of the, I think there's, if we go through all of the positions, there's probably like 3 positions where there's one definite number 1.
Yeah.
I think it's Jerry Rice at receiver, Lawrence Taylor at linebacker.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Lott at safety. I think those are the 3.
Agree.
That I
definitely agree.
I don't think there'll be anyone that would say, don't
ask DK Metcalf.
he don't know shit.
Did you hear about DK? He just came out with his top 5. He put Jerry Rice at 4.
4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, can you
I've
believe that
actually
shit?
seen Logan's top 3 already on YouTube. I already know his top 3. And Jerry was definitely in that motherfucker.
Oh, the best.
Yes.
So what do you got?
So we are one and the same, Papa.
Exactly the same?
No, except for
At 5. I had Atwater.
I had Dawkins at 5.
And Atwater, or you didn't have Atwater.
I have Rodney Harrison, one of the dirtiest motherfuckers on the
Wow,
planet,
okay.
at 4. At 4, Rodney was a menace to society. A G when the Chargers sucked. He was him and Junior on that defense. Yeah. They were scary. So I have Brian at 5, Rodney at 4, Polamalu at 3, Reed and Lott. I am going to say this. Honorable mention, Jack the Assassin Tatum. The first dude to intimidate like crazy. He didn't make a lot of Pro Bowls, but he was famous for almost killing people. Actually, I mean, you don't get called the assassin for nothing, my friend.
I'd like to throw John Lynch on the honorable mention list.
Really,
Dude, he banged.
Pause.
giggity.
Oh,
By the way, B-Tap and Luke said Palomalu should be 1.
No,
what? Are you fucking
kidding
out of your
me?
mind?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Over Ronnie Lott?
Palomalu would never put himself on. Ronnie Lott, how old are they? Come on, man.
Harrison's our age, and then obviously B-Tap.
Bro, Ronnie Lott.
Dude, Ronnie Lott was just
not an excuse.
another level.
Ed Reed and Palomalu played at the same time. Ed Reed, All-Pro, 5 times.
Yeah.
Palomalu, 3.
Yeah, Palomalu.
First team All-Pro, by the way.
Yes.
Ed Reed had 7 all-time, eight All-Pro teams. by
Dude,
the way.
all pro, that's the highest you can get. If you're all pro, there's no higher honor than all pro.
And he led the league in interceptions 3 different times.
Dude, that's crazy.
Who was
man.
more dynamic with the football besides Ed Reed and Deion
Yes,
Sanders
yes.
on the defensive side of the ball?
Nobody. Nobody.
What do you got, Eddie Money?
All right, so at number 5, I got Troy Palomalu.
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. Messi's coming in.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
look at Messi.
Messi's coming in for Inter Miami. Anyway,
Look at-
sorry, Eddie Money. Let's
He
do
just
it.
made $20 million putting on that jersey right now.
Number 4, I got Paul Krause.
Come on, man.
81 interceptions.
Okay,
Yes,
I
that shit
understand.
is
All right,
crazy.
I understand where
Yes.
you went with it because Eddie said nobody was throwing the ball in that era. So when he had 81,
Yes.
it's
That
like
shit is wild.
Yeah.
there were 15
Yeah,
pass attempts between both teams.
Corners are taking jab steps. Corners are like linebackers at that point.
Yeah, he's
No one throwing the ball.
81 was a
Yeah.
huge feat.
6'3", 200 pounds as well, so he wasn't no small guy.
Oh, he wasn't a small guy. That's a big safety, Edward.
Yeah, I've never heard of fucking Larry Krause in my life.
Oh, it's Paul Krause.
Exactly.
Larry Krause was one of the owners of the Bulls.
Yeah.
So
How many interceptions did he have? I'm just saying. I'm a historian. Never heard of. Who
Never heard
the
of-
fuck is that guy?
Hey, you learn something new every day.
oh shit.
Yeah, I saw his name and I'm like, I'm not putting him in. I did see the 81 interceptions. Yes,
That's why I had to put him in there because that's fucking crazy.
I almost did.
yes.
For that same
Yeah.
reason, 81 fucking
damn.
interceptions when no one threw the ball.
So then,
Yeah.
number 3, I got Brian Dawkins. Number 2, Ed Reed, and number 1, Ronnie Lott. With
Yes.
an honorable mention to Sean Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Taylor.
Do you have Palomalu on your list?
5.
5. Wow.
Yeah, Sean Taylor, man. That dude was a
Who's
G.
your 3? Who's your 3?
Brian Dawkins.
Ryan Dawkins.
It would basically be the same list except I'm switching 4 and 5.
What do you got?
You're putting Paul Krause in.
Yeah, he'd be 5.
Yeah, but I see it. I looked it up, and I was like, 81 interceptions. That's a
In
huge
16
feat.
games.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Dude.
I had 90 yards rushing at one point at Alameda. The same fucking thing.
Oh, my
Go
God.
ahead, Logan. What do you got?
He's got the same list, except he
Just
flopped.
switched 4 and 5.
Yeah.
4 and 5. CJ.
Dawkins.
So my list is the exact same as yours, but I'm fighting between Steve Atwater and Paul Krause at 5. I think I'm going to put Paul Krause just because of the 81 interceptions.
Dude,
at that
did
time.
you?
So your list is like mine.
Yes.
Have you guys? You guys are youngins, and I love that you guys are young and spry and full of energy. Have you guys ever seen the Atwater Nigerian Nightmare play on Monday Night Football? You guys have Christian Okoye. So Christian Okoye was the original. I believe he was 6'3", 255, 265. What was that?
By the way, this guy didn't know who he was. Big
And
Chief
he's a
fan over
Kansas
here.
City fan.
Big Chief
Yeah.
fan.
He didn't come to me. I knew who he was.
Listen, Christian
Big
Okoye.
John, you don't got to defend yourself.
Yeah,
There's no need for that
Christian
shit.
Okoye, they called him the Nigerian Nightmare.
Yeah.
Dude, neck roll over here. He was the biggest running back in the league. Who was the dude from the Giants who was huge?
Well, there was a couple.
The recent one, I forget.
Brandon Jacobs?
Brandon Jacobs. This dude made Brandon Jacobs look like me. That's how big Christian Okoye was. But there was a
Well,
play.
Derrick Henry's pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
I know he played on it. That's
There's a
crazy.
play, a famous play where they meet in the A gap, and Atwater just lays him out. And still to this day, it's one of the best hits. It's like what's the dude from Michigan and Clowney?
South
a hit
Carolina.
like that, a hit like that, just famous. Look up Atwater, Okoye, and you're gonna see that play. One of the best football plays. Listen, the A gap. No one likes to fuck around in the A gap, right, CJ? Yeah, safeties don't belong in the A gap. Steve Atwater lived in the fucking A gap. So
He started from the back.